All right, let's talk about something that, for whatever reason, school just never got around to teaching us. We're going to dive into our relationship with money and what it actually means to escape what everyone calls the rat race.
I want you to start with this number right here, $300 million. I mean, that's just a staggering amount of money, almost hard to even wrap your head around.
And that's exactly how much the legendary heavyweight champion Mike Tyson pulled in over his incredible career. But here's where the story takes a crazy turn. In 2003, he filed for bankruptcy. And not only was the $300 million gone, he was $30 million in debt. This story just blows up a huge question for all of us. If making a mountain of money isn't the answer, then what is?
And look, this isn't just some celebrity cautionary tale. This is happening to everyday people. A study by CareerBuilder found that a massive 78% of American workers are living paycheck to paycheck. And get this, 1 in 10 people earning over $100,000 a year are in the exact same boat.
So that leaves us with this huge question, right? If just making more money isn't the fix for being financially fragile, what on earth is?
Well, to find that answer, we've got to be crystal clear on what the rat race even is. Because I'm willing to bet it's not what you've been led to believe.
See, a lot of us think the rat race is just the 9-to-5 grind, but that's not it. The real rat race is a financial condition. It's this awful, stressful state of living where you're constantly chasing your tail just to pay for your lifestyle, knowing that one missed paycheck could send everything crashing down.
You know, there's that great line from the movie Fight Club that just hits the nail on the head. When your job becomes this thing you have to do just to service your debts and your lifestyle, you're not in charge anymore. Your stuff, your lifestyle, it starts to own you. So how do we break free? Well, it all starts with a huge mindset shift, a completely new way of understanding what money really is. You know, in school, they probably told you that money is just a medium of exchange, a tool you use to buy stuff. And yeah, that's technically true. But honestly, it's not a very useful way to think about it.
A much, much better way to see it is as an expression of value. When you trade your money for something, you're basically saying, I believe this thing has value that is equal to this amount of money.
And this is so important because it means money itself isn't good or bad. It's totally neutral. It's just a receipt. It's a symbol that represents value that was created and exchanged. Once you get that, all the weird emotional baggage we attach to money starts to fall away, and you can see things clearly.
Okay, so once you see money as value, everything snaps into place with this one simple framework that you can use for the rest of your life: consumption versus production. It's super straightforward. Production is how you create value. It's money coming in. Consumption is how you use value. It's money going out. And literally, your entire financial destiny is determined by the balance between these two things.
Now, for most of us, the reason we feel stuck in that rat race, the biggest leak in our financial boat, is on one side of this equation. So let's start there. Let's talk about mastering your consumption.
The thing is, it's so hard to get spending under control because our brains are literally working against us. First, you got the ostrich effect. You know, when you're afraid to look at your bank account, the trick is to schedule a 5-minute money date every week to just check in, good or bad. Then there's something called hyperbolic discounting. That's our brain's tendency to want that shiny new thing right now instead of investing for the future. To beat that, try the 24-hour rule. Just wait one day before any big non-essential buy. And finally, there's social proof, which is just a fancy way of saying keeping up with the Joneses. The cure for that? Have a personal mantra, something like, my goals, not their Instagram feed.
So what can you actually do about it? It really boils down to 3 simple steps. First is just awareness. You got to know where your money is going. Just track it for a month. Second is control. That's where you build a budget and tell your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. And third, and this is huge, is safety. Building a buffer. In that safety net, your emergency fund is absolutely critical. Before you even think about investing, your number one goal is to save up 3 to 6 months of your bare bones living expenses. This is the move that breaks that paycheck to paycheck cycle. It's your escape hatch.
All right, so once you've got those leaks plugged, once you're in control of your consumption, it's time to supercharge the other side of the coin, leveling up your production and building a more powerful financial engine.
And production isn't just about getting a raise. It's about finding ways to create value for the market. And the magic word here is scale. The real secret to dramatically increasing your income is finding a way to provide your value to a whole lot of people at once.
So what does that actually look like? Well, you could develop some high-demand skills. You could start a business that solves a real problem for people. And the internet? Oh my gosh, the internet is the ultimate tool for this. Think about it. A graphic designer can work one-on-one with a client for an hourly wage, or they could create a set of amazing digital templates and sell them online thousands of times to people all over the world. That's creating value at scale.
And this is it. When you put these two pieces together, when you master your consumption and you level up your production, that's it. That's the real path to financial freedom.
So you see, escaping the rat race has nothing to do with quitting your 9-to-5. It's about ending that frantic, stressful lifestyle of constantly chasing consumption. It's about getting to a place where you have options because you've built a solid financial foundation for yourself. And that's what it all comes down to, really. It's a choice you have to make, and it's all about what you truly value. Do you want to spend your life and your money trying to look rich to other people, or do you want to use your money as a tool to actually be wealthy, to build a life of freedom and choice?